Hey everyone, I'm Agonix here and welcome back to a brand new Halo video here on the channel. So today I'm going to be discussing and giving my opinion on the rumoured RPG elements that could be coming to Halo Infinite, and I'll be saying why they are both a good thing and a bad thing. So to put it simply, I'm going to be discussing the pros and cons of Halo Infinite supposedly having RPG elements, etc. And I'll also be discussing why these rumours could most likely be true. So let's get right into it. So ever since the Halo Infinite teaser trailer was shown at E3 last year, people started to speculate that Halo Infinite could possibly be an open world game, since a wide and diverse variety of environment is shown in the trailer and everything looks very open. And to be completely honest with you all, if Halo Infinite does turn out to be an open world game, which I very do think it will be from what we've seen so far, then that would be absolutely amazing and I cannot wait for it. And also, speaking of these open world elements that have been speculated, something else that was speculated was that it could have RPG elements as well, which was basically confirmed to be true as 343 had a job opening for someone who had experience in designing RPG elements. And sorry, but I cannot remember exactly what it said since I can't find the job listing now, so I'm guessing it's been taken already. But when this job listing did come out and people saw and heard about it, people were going nuts about how Halo Infinite could potentially be somewhat of an RPG. So what are some things that Halo Infinite could do right if it were to be an open world RPG game? And what are some things that shouldn't be implemented? Well, first off, let's start with the pros. So something that would be really cool if Halo Infinite is going to have RPG features is armor upgrades. So armor upgrades are something that a lot of people have discussed when it comes to RPG elements in Halo Infinite, and to be honest, armor upgrades would actually be really cool. So throughout the game, for example, let's say you earn some skill points, and say you have a skill tree in which you could choose different skills and abilities for Master Chief, such as double jump, faster reload times, 25 to 50% more shields and health, etc. You know, that would be very, very cool, and that would be actually quite nicely fitted into Halo. And just me saying those examples, such as double jump, faster reload times, 25 to 50% more shields and armor, etc., that just makes me excited for what could come in Halo Infinite if it does end up having RPG elements. Also, something that would be very cool when it comes to armor upgrades is if you could actually customize Master Chief's armor based on the points, like the skill points you do get. And to be honest, that would actually be quite a cool idea. You know, kind of customizing Master Chief's armor, you know, kind of to make it adapt throughout the game, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you guys agree with it, but I think it would be quite a bit of a cool idea to kind of customize up, you know, Master Chief's armor, you know, maybe even get his old armor back, you know, like the Mark 5, or maybe even the Mark 7 as it's called, the Halo 4 and Halo 5 armor. I think it's called the Mark 7. You know, it'd be cool to do armor customizations like that, because in Halo Infinite, right, Master Chief is going to have his classic Mark 6 armor back, and it would be quite cool to make sort of customizations to it, or maybe as you level up throughout the game, since I'm guessing that Halo Infinite might have a sort of level up system since it's supposedly gonna have RPG elements and is supposedly gonna be an open world RPG as well. You know, what I think would be cool is, you know, as you level up, you know, maybe you can change up your armor over time, you know, you can have those sorts of choices. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but yeah, I think it would be quite cool. Also, something else that I should mention is that Halo Infinite, whilst it could be an RPG, right, I think it might still be in the sort of level system, you know, how all the Halo games, they're all in this system of where, you know, you play through different missions, you know, because in open world games, you're not really playing through different missions at all, you know, you're just playing in basically the one scene, you know, and you do missions that are kind of built into this subcategory of that scene, you know, and I don't know if Halo Infinite's going to be like that, or if it's going to be like all separated into different levels. You know, I think it will be that, it'll all be separated into different levels, but either way, I think it'll be a great idea for it to kind of stick to that sort of style, you know, but still maintaining the open world aspect of it. Or it could just be, you know, what I mentioned before, you know, kind of like with GTA 5, for example, you know, where that's just all, you know, just open world, or just any open world game in general. You know, it could be kind of like them, you know, and you do like maybe side quests even as well. You know, we'll just have to wait and see, to be honest. Yeah, back to what I was mentioning before, the armor upgrades, you know, customizing Master Chief's armor, that would be really cool. So yeah, be sure to leave your comments down below on that. So a skill tree and armor upgrades in Halo Infinite would be really cool. And I have mentioned some pretty exciting examples from before, as you all heard, but now let's move on to a con. Now, something that's been thrown around and rumoured a bit recently is that Halo Infinite could have multiple endings based on the choices you make in the game, since Halo Infinite is rumoured to be an RPG after all, and some RPGs tend to usually have multiple endings based on your decisions you make in the game. Now, here's why that's a big problem for Halo. Halo's lore is very rich and sacred, and for a game in which the lore heavily matters, there being multiple endings in Halo Infinite could stuff up the lore and ruin it big time. But I guess it just depends on how it's done. Like, if it's just minor things that change, then it wouldn't be all that bad, I guess. But if it's major changes in the endings, then yeah, that could stuff things up. Another reason as to why this would be bad is due to how Halo has never featured RPG-like elements before, and usually in RPG games the lore doesn't matter all that much, since it's gonna be mentioned little to none at all in the next game in the series. But in Halo games, on the other hand, the lore matters quite a lot, especially in the games itself, since it's a very linear story-driven game, and Halo Infinite should stick to that linear story-driven experience, whilst also maintaining its RPG elements, of course, such as the skill trees and armor upgrades. But the outcome of the ending thing, I wouldn't like that, for the reasons mentioned. Now, I just do want to mention, since I should have been more clear about this earlier on, but this whole ending outcome change thing is just a rumor. In fact, it hasn't even really been mentioned that much from what I can tell. So yeah, Halo's game lore should be intact, hopefully. And so yeah guys, that is the end of the video. Sorry that it's been short, it's just that I've scripted most of this video, and I do script videos quite a bit, especially when I feel like I'm gonna stutter a lot. You know, usually when I'm doing these sorts of opinion discussion related videos where I try to be kind of normal in them without trying to stutter, you know, usually there are just some videos where I don't mind stuttering, for example my normal commentary videos for example, but in videos like this where I'm giving my opinions on things game related, then I really do like to write a script, since it just feels more organized and stuff like that. But in my commentary videos it's just me getting my opinions out there without any filter whatsoever. But yeah, that's why I write scripts for these sorts of videos, and I don't really like to write scripts for these sorts of videos, to be completely honest, since they do end up being quite shorter. And so yeah, I mean guys, hopefully you all did enjoy, hopefully you all did agree with me on my points. If there's anything that you felt like I missed, then be sure to mention it in the comments below. And so yeah guys, hopefully you all did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.